Last time on Duplo's Kids, I'm going to be ranking every single alien from every single animated TV show adaptation of Ben 10. And the way I'm going to rank these is going to be based on my personal bias of all of these aliens. It's time to cover Omniverse. What's going on? I'm back with part 5 of ranking all Ben 10 aliens. Last time we completed Ben 10 Omniverse, which is the last series of Ben 10, so now, today, we're going to be ranking all of the Ben 10 Ultimate Aliens. But you're probably like, wait, didn't you already rank all the Ben 10 Ultimate Aliens? Yeah, I ranked all the original Ben 10 Ultimate Aliens. We're going to be ranking all of the actual Ultimate Aliens. Now, really quickly for my non-Ben 10 fans, here's a rundown of how Ultimate Aliens work. Ultimate Aliens are basically hyper-evolved versions of the original alien they were. So, for an example, let's say you had a dinosaur in your basement, and the next day you went down and it was a chicken. That's basically what it is, hyper-evolved. Evolved extremely quickly. And the best way you can tell the difference between the normal alien and the ultimate alien is the Omnitrix symbol, which the Omnitrix symbol for the ultimate aliens have 4 extra little spike doodads on the Omnitrix symbol. Also, for this one time, we're going to be including Albedo's ultimate aliens, which includes the ones he used in Omniverse. So with all that out of the way, let's get to the 12 ultimate aliens. Well, if it isn't the most disappointing ultimate alien of all time, this is Ultimate Wildmutt. And yes, dear viewer, Ultimate Wildmutt can talk. Oh yeah, and that's the only extra power this thing has. Other than that, he is just Wildmutt, with the only differences being he has a bony mohawk thing on his head, he has a tail, and he's red and can talk. That's it. Look, I love Wildmutt, but they not only took away one of the main reasons why I like Wildmutt, because he can't talk, barring that, Ultimate Wildmutt's just a recolor of normal Wildmutt. Anything Ultimate Wildmutt can do, normal Wildmutt could do just as well. Though one thing I do have to say is I really do like his design. I just wish he had different powers, that way there'd be a reason why to call him Ultimate Wildmutt. In short, Ultimate Wildmutt is just Wildmutt that can talk. A little less disappointing than Ultimate Wildmutt, but still pretty disappointing. This is Ultimate Big Chill. Now, Ultimate Big Chill's a little different, but not by much. He still freezes people, that's for sure, but it's with fire instead of ice. How that even makes sense, I have no clue, but that's how he does it. Other than changing his breath, he's still just normal Big Chill. Which normal Big Chill is cool, but when you're an ultimate, you need to be a better version of the original alien. This is just the normal alien, but with fire breath that freezes people, instead of ice breath that freezes people. Also, me personally, I've never been a huge fan of Ultimate Big Chill's design. It's just the normal Big Chill design, but with more fire aesthetic. It's like putting flames on a car, it just does not look right. Also, Big Chill just looks better in blue than he does in red. Though, Ultimate Big Chill does get some pretty cool lines like this, for example.
Now it's just you, me, and fire so cold it burns.
Like, that's a pretty cold line, even for an ice alien. But even with that, Ultimate Big Chill is ultimately still a disappointment. Why are my favorite aliens as Ultimates such disappointments? This is Ultimate Gravattack. And since most of the Omniverse Ultimates didn't get much time to shine, we'll give them a pass on their powers, but not on design. And I'm not a big fan of Ultimate Gravattack's design. The little body that looks like a moon with the big arms just does not look as good as their original design. Like, I get what they were going for, and with the powers, they're a little more original than, say, Ultimate Wildmutt. And I do like the little planet Gravattacks floating around him. He just does not look that cool. And this photo of Ben turning into Ultimate Gravattack, he not only doesn't look good, but he looks genuinely worse. But Ultimate Gravattack is pretty lame compared to the original. Oh boy. This is...
Ultimate Cannonbolt!
I know I trashed on normal Cannonbolt a lot, but Ultimate Cannonbolt's actually a lot better than normal Cannonbolt. Does he have any new powers? No. Just spikes. Are there any specific parts of his design that make him stand out from any other Cannonbolt? No. Is he just a normal version of Cannonbolt that just looks a little different and Ultimate plastered on him? Yes. But does Ultimate Cannonbolt have better colors than normal Cannonbolt and also doesn't look ugly as sin? Yes! Ultimate Cannonbolt is my favorite form of Cannonbolt because he's never looked like this. He's got my favorite color scheme out of all the Cannonbolts, and his face looks actually cool. Most people will say Ultimate Cannonbolt is just a carbon copy of normal Cannonbolt, but I say Ultimate Cannonbolt is a way better version of Cannonbolt. Well, if it isn't the second Ultimate we got to see in this series. This is...
Ultimate Swampfire!
I'll say this, his powers changed. He still has fire, but now it's blue. I think he can still control plants. But Ultimate Swampfire loses his regeneration, so the one major thing that made this alien so useful is now gone. But his regeneration was replaced with advanced durability. Like, there aren't 1,000 other aliens that are extremely durable, and also are way cooler than Swampfire. Also, he can't throw seeds to summon plants anymore, aka the only original power he had. Now he throws seed bombs. So, I guess we're just completely ripping off Wildvine now. Okay. And what about his design? It got so much worse. Like, normally I gripe about the design not looking original, but oh my god, this does not look good. The arms look weird, the face looks even dumber than the original, and his back is too plump. The only reason why he's this high on the list is because he looks slightly better than Gravattack. His physical design, while looking worse than Ultimate Big Chills, is more original. And he is a lot more than just a glorified version of the original like Wildmutt. Honestly, if it wasn't for his competition, Ultimate Swampfire would be last place easily. No matter what they do, in my opinion, this alien can't be done right. Ultimate Swampfire sucks. That a big brain. This is Ultimate Grey Matter. Well, technically this version is called Ultimate Albedo, but since Albedo is a Galvan, which is what Grey Matter is, he's an Ultimate Grey Matter. This is what an Ultimate Grey Matter would look like as Ben. Unlike his average counterpart, though, he does have powers. I don't remember them specifically, and I just tried to research them and I couldn't find anything. But I do know he is pretty powerful in this state. Also, his intelligence is extremely heightened in this state. Honestly, Ultimate Grey Matter is pretty good with powers. Design, on the other hand, oh good god. He is so unbelievably ugly. He looks like a budget MODOK. I just really do not like the design. I don't know if it's the animation or something, but it does not look good. And the third eye just looks awkward. I mean, I get the design choices, I just don't like them that much. Even though Ultimate Grey Matter looks pretty ugly, he is still a very useful alien, and a lot more useful than normal Grey Matter. Dear Lord, that's a big boy. This is... This alien doesn't really have any new powers. The only difference between normal Way Big and Ultimate Way Big is Ultimate Way Big's a lot bigger than normal Way Big. But the reason why he's this high is because I really do like his design. The red and white looks good, but the red, white, and blue just meshes together so well. And plus, Waybig's just a cool alien, so it's cool to have a Ultimate version. And plus, Ultimate Waybig gets the pass for not worrying about powers because he only appeared in one episode, and it was the season finale. Ultimate Wildmutt doesn't get that card because of the fact he was in 2 episodes. Yeah, Ultimate Waybig might not be that much different from normal Waybig, but Ultimate Waybig is way cool. be honest, I didn't even know he had an ultimate, but oh my god, I'm so glad he does. This is Ultimate Rath. This is what he looks like while Albedo is in control of him. This is what he would look like if Ben was. But Ultimate Wrath, unfortunately only appearing in one episode of Omniverse, seems like he actually is an improvement over Wrath because obviously, first off, he has 2 claws now. Also, I'm sure he's stronger than normal Wrath. But also, most of the time when people become Wrath, even Azimuth, they just go completely berserk and put on the Wrath personality, as I call it. Which is basically being a loudmouth jackass that thinks he's better than everybody else. And is always ready to scrap. But Albedo in this form acts a lot more calm, so maybe this version of Rath is a lot calmer than the normal version. In short, Ultimate Rath didn't get much time to shine, but the time he did was pretty epic. And honestly, if we got to see more of this alien, I would have absolutely adored it. And seeing an ultimate version of one of my favorite aliens is just awesome. Ultimate Wrath rules. Man, this alien got even less screen time than Ultimate Wrath. This is Ultimate Arctiguana. And of course his powers are basically the same because he only got a couple seconds of screen time. He shoots ice beams, but instead of out of his mouth, he shoots them out of the cannons on his shoulders. By the way, this is what Albedo's Arctiguana looks like. This is what Ben's would look like. But the reason why I put this alien so high on the list is his design. His design looks amazing for having only a couple of seconds of screen time. He really does look like an ultimate version of Arctiguana. The cannons on his shoulders, the giant ice shell on his back, it's all perfect. The way they did this design was brilliant. Bravo on whoever came up with this. Ultimate Arctiguana didn't get much screen time, but he is one cool looking alien. Ah yes, the mightiest of dinos. This is
Ultimate Humungousaur.
which is Humungousaur, but a lot stronger. And bigger. Also, fun fact, Ultimate Humungousaur is the first Ultimate to appear in the series. But Ultimate Humungousaur's design's pretty okay. I like the armored look on him. And plus, this is the only time the ball with the spikes on his tail actually works. But Ultimate Humungousaur is even more of a unit than normal Humungousaur is. He's a little taller than normal Humungousaur. Basing on the fact we've never seen Ultimate Humungousaur grow in size, I'm gonna guess he lost that ability. Also, he's a lot more physically strong and durable than the original Humungousaur. Like, this thing took a hit from Azimuth's sword, which is a weapon that was able to hurt a being that could take over the entire universe with just a thought. If you can't tell, that is a very insane feat. Ultimate Humungousaur is a hefty boy. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, then he's just a buffed version of normal Humungousaur, right? Wrong, he can do this. Yes, he just turned his hand into a gun. Yes, both of his hands can turn into guns. And finally, this is what he fires. Yep, he shoots missiles, and that's the main thing that makes him different from normal Humungousaur. So this alien's extremely large, extremely strong, extremely durable, and can turn his hands into guns that shoot missiles. Ultimate Humungousaur is a beast. And other than Ultimate Waybig, is probably the strongest alien out of all the Ultimate aliens. So Ultimate Humungousaur not only has a really good design, but is a unit. Holy dear God. This is
Ultimate Spidermonkey.
Yeah, do I really need to explain why this one's absolutely terrifying? It's a silverback gorilla with 4 very sharp spider arms that can spit webs and can climb on walls. Do you know how powerful your average silverback gorilla is? A silverback gorilla is as strong as 20 human adults and can average lift 4,000 pounds. To give you an example of what a silverback could lift, a white rhino. Yeah, 4,000 pounds ain't light. Now imagine that with spider arms hitting with that kind of strength that are sharp. He could impale you instantly. And plus, Ultimate Spidermonkey just hitting you could kill you instantly. But to add on to that, He can also crawl around on walls, so he could hang upside down. Plus, adding the fact that he literally throws up web fluid to wrap you up in it. Do you know how strong webs are? Webs are literally as strong as steel. So Ultimate Spidermonkey can not only spin you up in webs stronger than steel, but he can also hit you with the force of a freight train. Even if in the show he doesn't show this kind of strength, but scientifically, that's how strong Ultimate Spidermonkey is. Oh yeah, also his design, I really do like it. Again, it's a silverback gorilla. I love gorillas. And the purple color scheme mixes with the black perfectly and makes the green pop. Honestly, it's one of the most unique Ultimate designs other than Ultimate Swampfire, and you already know how I feel about that. But Ultimate Spidermonkey is not only just a cool looking alien, but scientifically a terrifying alien. Also, one of my favorite Ultimates. Yeah, we all knew this one was coming. This is...
Ultimate Echo.
I mean, what's not to love about this alien? He is everything an Ultimate alien should be. First off, his design. He resembles Echo, but not so much that it's just a carbon copy of Echo. He looks like a different alien. Speaking of his design is fire. The blue glowy bits all over his body. The cyan perfectly meshing with the dark blue and black color scheme. There's just the right amount of green in there. And plus, his design is just godlike. And another thing he does that an Ultimate Alien should do is take the abilities of the original alien and enhance them or change them in such a way that you can tell it's still the same alien, but you can also tell it's a different alien. And the way they did this was brilliant. He still can technically scream, but out of the blue things all over his body, a sonic wave comes out of those things. And to make up for the fact that he can't clone anymore, now he can disconnect the sonic discs on his body, which are the glowing cyan things all over his body, and use those to make a sonic clone, basically. And this alien's strong enough to take down Kevin Levin after he absorbs the energy from the Omnitrix, with basically one attack. But I think anyone in their right mind that has watched Ultimate Alien knows that Ultimate Echo is not only the best Ultimate Alien, but is the most goated Ultimate Alien as well. Ultimate Echo rules. Ultimates done and done. All that's left are the fusion aliens, and the special itself. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd have ranked all these Ultimate Aliens differently, let me know in the comments. I love seeing different opinions on things I like. But with all that being said, see you next time. Goodbye. Like the video, or Ultimate Humungousaur is gonna blow up your car with his missiles.
I can't find him. I can't find him.
I will fight to Texas and kill you.
I can't find him. I can't find him.
He made them alone.
I can't find him.
Leave them alone. I swear to... No.